I don't check your Patreon. Oh, dude. I plugged in my mic and it was pointed at my... I mean, not my mic. I plugged in my camera. It was pointed at my monitor. This is pretty cool. This is, like, trippy. You should start out on this.
Okay, now the recording is live. I'm still getting my lighting settings set up, though. Jesus
Oh,
Christ, I
thanks
look
for saying-
spottier than a Dalmatian today. Fuck. Top 10 British Ninja life hacks. If you ever just need good lighting, use your phone. Just turn on the torch and just hang it up somewhere. And have like a paperweight, hold it down. Boom! Suddenly I'm like Steven Spielberg. Holy shit, all these lens flares, bro. Shit. One problem with using lighting is that there's light at your face and it kind of burns the left side of your eyeballs. But you know what? That's the kind of sacrifice we all make here to bring you guys the highest quality shit posting of RWBY on the internet.
Also, a little forewarning from our friend Perfect Harbinger. This is apparently going to be a dry one, and that's my interpretation of what he said, not his actual words.
What's the difference?
No, but Fat Man, did you see the little back and forth me and him had?
No, I didn't. I don't even open Twitter on, the morning of the... On the morning of the...
he's a chapter
RWBY
chapter
Eve
7
is what you
is
call
a fairly short, calm before the storm style of episode. You and the others do me a favor and go into the reaction with this kept in mind, so I don't have to hear Fat Man bitch about it for 20 minutes straight. And I've been hearing that too. The fact it has to be prefaced to prevent bitching simply guarantees there will be bitching.
Have we gotten that predictable? I think we have.
What am I gonna
I'm
bitch
going
about?
into this episode with the highest fucking expectations now. You know that, right?
That it's a fairly short, calm before the storm style episode, and he's like,
unacceptable.
I want episodes to be shorter.
It's sort of like he's like, it's a very clear, hey, shit's about to go down. Next couple of episodes, here's a breather episode, and I'm like, a breather. From a volume so far that has had one action
we don't
sequence.
even need to watch the episode. I'm ready to go. we need a breather after 6 episodes of standing around and talking to Raven. We need a breather.
Is it gonna be
All
a
right,
Blake episode? Yeah.
From the screenshot, it looks like it's gonna be a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
They're all gonna go around the table and say what they're thankful for.
Oh no!
I swear, if they do that, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna fall over and I'm gonna go back to bed because it's not worth it.
It's just gonna does Remnant have Thanksgiving? Apparently it has Halloween.
Of course it does.
I'm thankful that the gang's all back together. Where's Blake? All back together.
All right, gents. Let's get this on with. All right.
After hearing that this episode is so amazing, I had to go put on a suit jacket, just because we are the most professional and profound and intellectual members of the RWBY fandom.
It is true.
Yes, if I had a tie, I would wear a tie, but this will do for now.
I'll go get a tie and wear it for you. No,
if I had a shirt that didn't have a rip in it, I'd be wearing that.
It also completes the costume because viewers at home, you realize that my face is spotty as all fucking dicks today. My semblance is having horrible skin conditions. So, I am going to be wearing a mask throughout the entirety of the reaction. Can you still hear my voice okay?
It sounds like garbage.
It sounds like it's behind a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really a reaction if you can't see any of my face?
Well,
body language still counts.
Oh.
Yeah. You just have to ramp that up. I mean, I know you're British, so body language is sort of like non-existent, but I mean,
Right, you know what? I think the suit will do. You'll just have to censor all of my face like you did with Fat Man.
Oh god, the render time on this is going to be fucking terrible.
Okay,
Right.
just for the sake of
I'm not
mercy,
yeah.
you were joking, right?
Yeah, I'm not actually
Or
going
you
to
weren't.
blur out his face. All right. I learned that mistake the hard way. Alrighty, we're all synced. Is everyone on the video?
Goody. Yes.
Is everyone at 0-0?
Where's our complete team? Where's the chummiest of chums?
Oh,
Tom?
He's in here. I just edited him out. Remember? We've discussed this.
Yeah, it's alright. Shut up, Tom. You're not actually here.
Tom, that was very insightful, but I'm sorry, no one's gonna hear it.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna sync up with you. That's
No one just we don't get the extra person for any of my editing because God knows that my channel doesn't get as many views as Fat Man's does. All right. Enough.
Not with
shitting
that
around.
attitude.
not with that attitude.
On the count
Yeah.
of 1, 2, 3, go. Or 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. And immediately my ears are being raped.
But a time like that.
What did she say?
How did you lose your arm?
What? No,
He
seriously,
just,
did
he
she
just
say
opens
how,
up with
how
a really
did,
savage comment.
Up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant grim.
Without Ruby wearing it down.
What are they talking about?
Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
I may have lost my temper momentarily.
No, and
What?
out of control is an awesome.
Oh,
What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
thank you.
When did
fight
Jean
against
take-
the grim horse?
But when did Jean take it on all by his own?
When he went to go save
Please tell
Crow?
me you let that lady have it.
That's the opposite of taking on a Grim.
Even if I. Away.
This
I don't
Good to
believe
see
it.
the family back to. Where's Blake? Everyone's back
Called it!
together.
Oh, they... Okay, so they can...
It's not. But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing.
Ooh, make good use of it, huh?
Incredible.
It has many settings.
And it's just as strong? Sure is.
Whoa!
That.
Oh.
Nora, please. Now's not the time.
Just tase her.
You can do it. Show 'em what you're doing.
Can't lose to a girl in a
Am I
skirt.
watching Ruby Chibi by mistake?
No, it would be funnier if it was Ruby Chibi.
Definitely feels
Because this
you're
seems
ready
like
to go.
a Ruby Chibi episode is leaked into the actual show.
It does have some new features.
It does. Doesn't
Hey,
it?
I was right!
Oh yeah.
Does it tase her?
What?
She just fired her arm? That's pretty
How
funny.
much
Look,
does
look at that
Yang
smudge
weigh?
grin. Voice acting.
This...
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Why?
Easy there.
This should be a good
Bob.
episode, guys. This should have been fun.
Doing nickname throwbacks now. Wonderful.
I mean.
I so did not miss you people.
Oh, that was innocent.
Really does
That was
like
nice.
it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone? Hey,
My father beat me.
terrible. Nah, just a lot to deal with at once.
We've all grown in our own ways.
It's been
Oh my
roughly
God.
6 to 8 months.
Well,
I'm glad that was spelled out for me.
would you say you ever
Yeah,
did
thank you. Thank you,
something
Ren.
embarrassing?
We never would have been able to tell. I know it sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't.
Been a little too gung ho from time to time. You? I tried to 1v1 a
Yeah.
No, you
Those are
tried to 1v1 a Death
Well,
Stalker.
not embarrassment.
Did they fucking forget?
Tell yourself not to be so stupid. That just proves you're not the same person you used to be.
It's like we changed software or something.
Stronger. And you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
Why?
Turns out Ren gets real deep when he feels like talking.
Why did
That's
they?
not deep.
That's
Why-
not
why
deep.
did they-
It's just
What
socially
are they
awkward.
doing?
Cool.
What are they doing?
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of— Yes, especially the dance.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much noise eating dinner?
If he's dressed as Santa Claus, okay. Never mind.
Why didn't you come down when they were like actually talking over
So-
each other and everything?
I like how they didn't even bother to put in the intro, or is that just the rip we got?
No, that's just the rip.
For the last time, kids, how many times did
I
tell
mean,
you not to have orgies
that's just
in
the
the
copy
coffee
that we're watching on Rooster Teeth first.
Why are we jumping from
Is this
a
more
nice,
like your
happy
mother
scene
told
to immediately to a serious tone?
For the most part.
Because it's written by Miles.
You forgot something.
We've been over this. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Mother.
What is she talking about? That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily.
What?
Your mother.
This is so serious.
The ability to reincarnate, though occur, benefits.
It's reincarnation. Isn't that inherently a
To
benefit?
possess a certain magic. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well,
I made them birds, because I thought that was rad.
birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
I was pretty drunk, okay?
Uncle?
You turned them into birds.
Alright.
Why does everyone think this is crazy?
Truth. We
I
saw
mean,
it.
And it's
haven't
like,
you all seen
Right
it?
in front of
guys,
Why is
Crow just
summoned
transform into a bird. It solves this entire like, is it real or not?
like that.
Why is that a problem?
You.
Yang.
Why?
That's enough.
Why
Why
summoned
wouldn't you want to be a bird?
I'm a bird, motherfucker. I'm a bird.
May I?
I'm a
How
bird.
dare you turn my mom the ability to freely turn into a bird?
Giving this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously.
It was quite the birdemic.
Gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Salem is necrotically afraid of
Have you
birds.
done this with others? Like General Ironwood? Or Professor Goodwitch?
She's actually a mouse.
Unfortunately, it is not that simple.
A really adorable
It is
mouse.
finite, and if I'm being honest,
Glasses.
that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule.
I turned Ruby's mom into a dead
To
person.
go, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use
So, okay, Ospen is also the wizard.
they.
Okay,
were
just
the
making sure we
first
got that
maidens.
clear.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't try to pull the rug out from
It was
under
never my
that
intention
one.
to lie to you, to any of you.
It was my.
When did he lie?
It was just my intention to not tell you anything
I believe that's
because
how
it
you
would have been a
phrase
spoiler.
it. Yeah. As a choice, the Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with
So did Pyrrha. Oh,
Later.
no, too
One of them
soon.
chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest.
Ty chose to refuse his powers on the grounds of what I was going to turn him into.
And Oscar didn't really have a choice.
Anyone wishes to leave.
I just kind of
now's the
took
time.
over.
Or disgrace, abstaining.
What if everyone just walks out of the
Only
room?
in retreat.
I hope. Please, just get up and walk away. All of you, just walk out.
I would be
Just-
impressed
just-
if one of them does. Oh.
Yeah, go.
Go.
Get out of here.
Walk.
Get out of here, Yang. Beat it.
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too.
Okay, Ruby, go.
There's one thing I know about
Go.
Nah, she's the protagonist.
No, she's not the protagonist. She's just the main character.
our lives No more lies. No more half-truths.
What lies? I mean,
I know.
did he specifically
Like-
say, I didn't turn him into a pigeon?
Okay, I've got to grant you all powers now.
So, if we're not hiding any things anymore, here's my dick length. Here's my...
I am secretly a dragon.
What did John
That's
ask?
a difficult question. One that...
Oh, he asked a difficult question that is best answered tomorrow.
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardship.
And
It's
stones.
been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight.
Now that you're all back as a team again. Every single member.
Raven? Crow? They're birds! Dit.
Okay, Nora,
Nora, no. Nora, go home.
Hey, he's still missing a tooth. That's the...
Oh my
finally!
God!
Oh my god! Finally!
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, weak. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Oh, well, I guess they're not going to be doing anything then.
Boss.
What is wrong with Yuri Lowenthal's voice?
Yeah, it's higher than it was.
Did he get kicked in the balls before he recorded? What the fuck? What was that?
Wait, off-screen murder? Off-screen murder!
Off-screen murder.
Hooray.
They're
Hooray
actually
for-
in this season!
Yay? What did he lie about? There was no lying involved. There was no deception. He simply didn't tell them things. And it was
I'm
things
glad
that
that
weren't
I know.
relevant to them.
He wasn't lying. It was just a spoiler question, guys.
I'm glad
like-
that a massive part of development
And
went
also,
into the food.
like, okay, she's like, okay, no more secrets, no more lies, no more whatever. And then John asks, what question did John ask?
Let's find out.
I have to go back and look. It's got to be a bitch to trap down someone who is a teleport semblance.
Here it comes.
Oh, he literally asked, what now? What a shitty question.
I can't believe I missed.
What now? I'll tell you tomorrow. But it won't be now anymore.
Yeah.
Shit,
yeah,
he's got me.
It's like why not instead say, for now, you guys relax and enjoy yourselves. The heavy lifting will start working on tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like, it would be so
know,
easy to
it's
say
like
that.
It would probably be so easy to say a lot of things, but like this, I swear to God, they write these in one sitting. Like,
Well, it's not only that. Did anyone else notice how stilted all the conversation was? Like I noticed like visible beats.
have we been watching the same show for the last 7 episodes?
No, we have.
That should
But
be
the fact
nothing
that-
new. Have we
like-
been
like-
watching the same show for the past
No, this is different. This is different.
volumes?
Like a lot
No,
of
it's
that
not.
stuff is like exposition and stuff where there's obviously a lot of strange beats in the conversation because they're getting a lot of exposition out. This is just characters interacting with one another. That's all the beginning of this episode
Very
was
forcibly.
very forcibly interacting with one another. I did not believe for a second that any of these people were actually friends. In fact, I barely
I can
believe that
imagine-
any of them
Did
knew
you
each other.
ever believe that any of these characters were friends?
I can imagine that they were sitting around a table that says, okay, now Nora has to say a thing because she hadn't said a thing in 4 lines. Now Ren has to say a thing. Now Yang has to
he
respond
always
to
does
thing.
that. Every I did either of you see Red versus Blue 13? I know that
No, I haven't.
Raymond didn't,
No.
but have you? You haven't seen? Okay, in Red versus Blue 13, I mean in 11 and 12 or in 12 as well, not 11. He had these 4 characters who whose like exclusive purpose was to say one line of exposition each and rotate around the 4 of them like they were like all saying the same sentence, except just alternating who was speaking every line. And that was like all they did. They were always in the same scene, and they would always just say one exposition, except alternating who was speaking every few words. And it was like most of the series. Like they were in every episode. I think they were in every episode. I don't remember RVB 13 that well, but it's all they did. Ooh. They were just like exposition.
But like this isn't exposition. That's the worst part about this. It's like
it's meaningless.
It's the moment where you establish how close these characters are. And on a base level, the conversations they're having should be interesting and fun. I found the concepts very interesting and fun, but none of it hit home. The direction, the acting, the actual implemented writing, every element of that was god awful.
Happy Thanksgiving. You get it, guys? It's Thanksgiving. They were thankful.
They should have had a Black Friday episode. That would have been way better.
This will totally not age poorly.
Like okay, here's a good example of just like the weird beats that I felt that I haven't felt so noticeably anywhere else, because it's all been like exposition and stuff, but it's because it's important because it's all visual. It's the missing beats in the visual response to things, and it's when Ruby is reacting to Yang's arm, which let me see if I can find it. It's like
she's like holding it above her head and playing with the hinge.
Yeah.
Like
it's like okay. Here's the thing. At like 112, Yang is explaining about her arm. It's really nice, and then it cuts to everyone else, shows their reactions, pans down the lines, and then it cuts to Ruby.
Make good use of it.
That's amazing. Incredible.
And I'm like, okay, so how can this be better implemented? You cut Yang's screen time in half, have her keep talking, and then you start panning over people and their reactions. Like, that way you get all the information visually very quickly within a nice amount of time, and you don't need to cut anything important.
But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
Amazing. Incredible.
It's like it's simple storytelling beats. It's simple pacing that just, oh my god. Guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
glad
just
you guys
in
checked
awe
out
of
during
your
my
genius.
rant. Thank you about that.
No, I was just in awe. Okay, it was
It's just like I'm looking at this and I'm like, this could be so much fun. This could be so nice, but none of it is. None of this works. Why?
Okay.
I am the emotionally based creator here. I don't feel enthused.
I feel like what didn't help is that it went from happy fun times to serious to then even more serious. I feel like if they really wanted to have a Thanksgiving thing, they'd get all the serious stuff out of the way, and then we just have a chill, fun meal time. You could just swap those two scenes around, and that would have been better.
You see, on the conceptual level, I think I know what they were going for, and I think it would have worked had they implemented it properly. Ren was supposed to be the sort of downer part of the happy-go-lucky time period of the episode.
No,
he was supposed to be the bring everything back around.
I know we're dealing with Miles and Carrie here, but I don't think they're that bad.
What?
I don't think they expected Ren to be a downer.
No. I think not a downer, but a grounding element. Like that was what he was supposed to be trying to do. It's like we've all grown. That very obviously, very blatant speech.
Ham-fisted line.
Yeah, ham-fisted.
You should never do
Buddhist
that.
shit.
I don't think you should ever do that. If you have to say to the audience how much your characters have grown without it being obvious that your characters have grown, they probably haven't grown a lot. Like, has Jean really grown? Show that.
The
Has
problem
Nora changed at all? Maybe as a bit of appreciation for Ren more. Ruby certainly
She's an
hasn't
appreciation
changed.
for part of Ren, at least.
like, okay, the big problem with them, because like they don't really do character development. They do like flip switching moments,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you remember Volume 1, of course you do. It's like, Weiss is like, I'm racist, I'm not racist, I'm racist. Actually, I guess she never really went not racist. Now I'm racist again. But, like, she,
They took her durst.
yeah, but, like, she had, like, 3 180s in Volume 1. And, like, apropos of very little. And I'm pretty sure that was just because her arc was, like, written out of order. Like, but, like, Yang, you know, she lost her arm, and then she's like, oh, I'm grumpy now. Like, they don't really do, like, oh, hey, things are happening to me, and I'm learning and growing. They're like, oh, this major life-changing event completely changed my personality now. Like, Weiss is like, oh my god, Port said some stuff that wasn't gibberish, and now I am cured of my evil ways. Or Yang is like, I lost my arm, and now I'm cured of my happy-go-lucky ways.
No one ever takes initiative in changing their own selves. Ever. Like, no one...
That
You go.
Okay, I just want to bring up one fact. Not a single word about Blake was spoken at this Thanksgiving table. Like, they were all happy-go-lucky. No one even noticed she wasn't there.
Someone pointed out that they could still be Team Ruby without Blake because Crow's name is Branwen.
End my life, fam!
Nothing of value was lost.
So I'm seriously thinking, maybe...
I'm so done!
Actually, you know what might be the fact is, maybe they are writing Blake out of the show. It just hit me because Erin's becoming difficult to schedule, right? Because she's moved to California and
They
all that?
won't. She's
I don't know.
The team...
That'd be hilarious if they were balls. Like, I would give them way big kudos if they were.
If
to
they
write
killed
Blake
off
out.
Blake. My lord, if they...
I mean, they're
killed off
already
Blake.
planning to kill off the best charter in the show. MILF
the
Cat
family.
is probably going to die. So, I mean...
Yeah, MILF Cat's expiring date is getting a bit off.
I hope they kill. I hope they kill Blake. I would be so happy.
But then, okay, counterpoint. Then Miles would be writing other parts of the show more consistently.
What are you talking about?
Miles writes
you
the
talking
Blake
about?
sections.
I mean, yeah, but he's the lead writer. This isn't.
Yeah,
Like,
but I would think
it's-
Carrie would have less input on other core aspects of the series then. He's
I don't
a
know
director.
what's
I
the
don't
lesser
know.
of two evils
I
here.
don't care.
Carrie, I think, is actually growing as a writer. I think he's actually...
Yeah, I know. I think he's gonna leave Rooster Teeth pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Like if you heard him at like the last couple of panels, like, I mean, they were talking about Volume 4, but they came out after my review was already like done. But he sounded so fed up with everything.
Oh, really?
Like I would.
Those
yeah, he's-
damn YouTubers making fun of my show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Carrie,
I
if
would
you
not
wanna
be
come on.
surprised if this was his last season at Rooster
Carrie,
Teeth.
if this is your last season and you're sick to death of working on the show, come join us. Come,
Yeah,
we'll
honestly,
happily have
I-
you for an episode, dude.
This is not a
It'd be
joke.
great.
Carrie, if you
Yes.
ever want to join us, I would be happy to host you on the show. I'm sure Fatman would be too.
I
Maybe
would be pleased. I would love it because I really think that Carrie is like the
salvageable.
yeah, like he's the strong one. He's the one who's carrying the anchor.
He's carrying.
I get it now. It's because they're
I didn't
birds.
even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to do that.
You had a Nora moment, which I don't know. I kind of like that Nora moment because it wasn't necessarily her like poking fun at the viewer. It was us making, like, I think everyone already knew the joke, and she was just being late to the party.
They're birds.
Yeah, I think it was Nora being slow, and I actually kind of like that. Like, it's one of the few things she's not like super aware of.
God, Shammy sent me a message yesterday that I thought was very funny.
What was it?
Good old Shammy.
Yes, he was talking about Crow and Raven, and he said, "Well, what the hell would Ozpin have done if their names were Steve and Patricia? What then?"
You should see my other ally, Glenn Hippopotamus.
Yeah, but
yes.
no. He wouldn't have to worry about that.
It's like Ty. It could turn into a tie.
A tiger.
Is Lionheart really a fucking lion?
No, just a lion's heart. My uncle has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the San Diego Zoo.
But what did you guys think of this down-to-earth, chill episode where nothing serious is meant to happen?
It's not that nothing serious was happening. It's a calm before the storm episode.
Yeah.
I would agree. That's
the
a
point,
fair assessment, but it's
okay. Like, I mean, not to compare this to Volume 2, but when they did this same episode in Volume 2, because it was the exact same episode, except it was extremely good in Volume 2.
Wasn't that the one where they were about to go underground and like?
That was like episode 9 or 10. But no, this is the one where they were at the dance.
Oh, you mean the dance episode? All right.
Yeah, the dance episode was fucking incredible because it was like Ozpin being all like a clever douchebag, and he was like, "Oh, Ruby, you're gonna have to enjoy the short times in life because I already said short. Fuck. I fucked up that sentence, guys. We're leaving it in."
Ozpin.
Yeah, no, but he was telling Ruby that, like, you know, you're a huntress, right? Like, your life, you're here for a good time, not a long time. So get out there and dance. And then she like didn't, and it's like, yep, well, your fate is sealed. You're destined to never enjoy anything. And then, you know, because that episode ended the same way, with Mercury and Emerald walking into the dance club, or not the dance club, the fucking auditorium or wherever they were.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know, it was like essentially the same episode, except it was so good because they actually had Ozpin talking to Ruby like she was person. Like, he understood, or he was using his best estimation of how he could convey this important information to her. He wasn't just outright saying shit. He was trying to say it. He was trying to, like, inception her without a 10-hour plane flight. You know? He was trying to be like, okay, I'm going to say this clever shit in a way that you're going to come to the conclusion that you need to stop being a twat all the time. And it didn't work. She's like, yeah, I could, you know, enjoy myself, but I'd much rather just go and do fight scenes and stuff. And this one was like, we've all grown in our own ways, guys.
Except
and there's
we haven't.
no way the audience could have figured that out if I didn't state it directly.
I had an intellectual thought and it's just gone completely.
Yeah,
That's
the
okay.
rant took up
It
too much
happens
time.
with Ruby.
No. All right, so let's see. What else is there? I still can't get over, like, what did he fucking lie about? The guy, the mysterious figure who runs your goddamn superhero school might have a few secrets, Yang. It's not lies. It's like, honestly, like, the biggest thing comes back to, all right, fine, you lied to the population about the existence of gods, the maidens, magical artifacts. No, you have lied about a lot, but like none of it directly
that was mainly to
them.
keep them safe, right? But
that was
referring-
the intention.
She
I don't
was
think
referring.
it actually.
Why
was.
did you? Maybe
Keep
I'm
them
maybe I'm getting it
safe.
wrong. But wasn't she like confronting about why did you turn my parents into birds?
Why is that
like
a
that.
downside? What is the downside? You being a bird.
I
They're
am
acting
failing
like
to see like
that you can fly.
they
You can
clarify.
How dare you grant them the gift of flight, you monster!
You can get
Like-
from point A to point B as the crow flies, quite literally. I mean, like, I'm seeing no downsides here beyond. Do they have to turn into birds? Do they only eat
Can
bird
they
seed?
control it?
Is it like every time they fart they turn into a bird? I don't know. Like what is the downside? Tell us the downside before you say it's a bad thing.
That changes the whole context of that scene with Raven and Yang and Weiss talking about the exposition. She's holding in a fart the whole time, and she's like, I can show you what
Just go,
Osmond
just
did
go,
to me.
just go, just go, just go. I need to fart. Oh, jeez. But, like, didn't they
'Cause
already
she was like-
establish that Crow's semblance is just straight up bad luck?
Yes.
So giving him the ability to turn into a bird, the power of flight, speed, and observerseness, it's an 100% upgrade to his current situation.
Yes.
Then what the fuck's the problem? Like,
All
I
my,
want to be
all
a
my friends are
bird.
dead, and none of my bird friends are answering my calls. Probably
Also,
because they
that's
don't
a
have phones.
fraction of the power he granted. So he does.
Well,
He's,
I feel
how,
like...
how much
I
power
feel
does
like
Osmond
Miles
still
and
have?
Kerry... Miles and Kerry got really drunk and was like, okay, they're named Raven and Crow. Let's make them birds.
Let's make they're birds now.
Okay,
You're a bird.
well, that's quite interesting. I guess we can just make their quirk.
Wait.
No.
It just hit me.
It's
if this is
magic
the-
that makes them birds.
If it's the magic that makes them birds, if it's magic from Ozpin, from the wizard, does that make them mini maidens?
I mean,
Oh shit,
technically
that's a
speaking,
really good point.
she's a maiden raven, a raven maiden. Everyone loves Raven.
She's a
Oh, okay.
Raymond.
Everybody loves Raymond.
They do love me. No, humility.jpg. No, like, oh my god, what? Okay, so at least we got an explanation for the crows, for the birds. It's actually a question that raises more. It's an answer that raises more questions. That, like, seriously, why is it a bad thing? I keep coming back to that in my mind. I just can't get away from it. You guys are acting like you guys just heard some horrible Lovecraftian terror like come out of Osmond's mouth. It's not. It's a bird. He's an animorph, for Christ's sake. There's an entire book series about superheroes like that. Beast Boy would be proud.
Would he though?
Oh no, he wouldn't.
Would
wouldn't.
he, though?
His
He would
power's
not.
being featured in a terrible show. And it's
Like
like,
Teen Titans Go.
for some reason, Yang stands to give her a dramatic moment. I don't know. I guess I just needed her to change for the scene for some reason. I don't.
I don't know. There's not a lot to talk about in this episode. It's just kind of.
They're just sitting around and talking. That's all they ever do. Oh, and they might be saving the fight for the next episode. We still have
Okay, can we go back and talk about the first line Yang says, please?
in the
Can
series.
Can we try
say?
to decipher what this is?
What does she say?
She says, let me listen.
Oh yeah, I hate the intro scene where everyone's talking over each other and you can't understand like jack shit.
Oh yeah.
How do you lose your mouth at a time like that? She says mouth. Like, can you even pretend she's saying anything other than mouth? How do you lose your mouth at a time like that?
How do you lose your meth at a time like that?
Mouse?
How do you lose your meth? You knew I was on my way. Where's my meth, Jean? and then he takes off his blonde wig and he's Walter White. He's like, I am the one who knocks.
Wait a minute.
Now
this
that's
is
development, Ren would say from the corner.
Volume 5. Nope. Fuck. Wait, what? Media episodes.
That was
Volume
such a
5.
really bad joke there. It was like, oh no, Ren, you lost your temper. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. No, it was in a good way.
Yeah. No,
really
the transcript.
long pause.
The transcript.
Okay, thank
isn't
you.
Up
And then
yet.
everyone laughs.
Oh, you're talking about...
Oh yeah, Ren being completely socially awkward. Like, what the? Like that's the thing. Like
It's
they
weird.
took Ren as a character, and like they did everything I didn't want them to do with Ren. Before in volumes 1 and 2, he wasn't this like he had the sort of Zen mentality to himself, but he seemed very genial and normal. he seemed to be socially competent. But in like
Almost seemed wise.
in 3, he seemed a little less. There was enough separation there, but he seemed a little less confident, a little more. Actually, he seemed way too talkative. Then in 4, he became a little more kind of crazy. Then here, like, Ren has become inconsistent as a character. Oh my god. How do you do that? How?
With
You
determination.
you underestimate their power.
Yes.
They have the high ground on inconsistent writing.
Oh, Monty is rolling in his grave. Oh my god. Oh my god. This episode. Oh yeah, that opening scene with them was just all talking is. Oh my god. Just like noise.
That's
The noise balancing is.
there are 6 of there are 6 of them, right? There are only 6 people in that scene.
It's like
There's-
watching a live-action procrastinators podcast.
And here's the thing: is like I'm trying to be quiet for a minute. I'm gonna see if there's actual conversations going on, or if it's all just the actors talking to
There is.
themselves. Wait, Ruby asks for duck sauce and asks someone to pass the
Weiss
duck
just
sauce,
laughs.
and no one passes the duck sauce to her, but she says thank you anyway.
Wow, rude. It's just a simple direction. It says you are at a table with 6 of you. Improvise dialogue that you would say at this time.
I bet she was expecting the animators to do something. What
Get
a
some
fucking
kind of
sap.
duck sauce.
I hate how they're trying to play up John in the Knuckle Leaf fight. But like, look at you, Mr. Muscles.
Were they talking
a
about
giant
the
grim head
the
on.
Nuck fight?
Yeah, they were talking
Like,
about the Knuck
because
fight
when
for
the
sure.
hell did he take that thing on by like on his own? Like, that's what
He
they
didn't
say,
take it
right?
on his
You
own.
took-
It was head on. That just means that he ran up and hit it.
Oh,
They're basically
oh.
talking about him doing the most generic of any all attack action in anything ever.
But did he ever? They say head on. They
Yeah.
say head on.
Yeah, he
I
pulled
don't
out.
think he ever did that.
He pulled out the big ass
I think-
sword. The big ass sword, and then ran at the.
But
thing and
he
slashed
hit it in the back. That's not head on.
Okay.
Did he ever actually
Batman, you're
attack
talking
it from the
semantics
front?
with Nora here. The implication is that he was brave enough to bum rush a Grim. That was huge. That's what she's trying to convey. I think that's fair enough. But I still.
I would think hashtag not my Nora. No, not menorah. Happy Hanukkah, bitches. But I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Nora. She's kind of like shit this volume, but I don't like the fact that Nora would give somebody props for doing like bad at combat. I just don't like the idea of that.
Did Nora really attempt to arm wrestle a disabled person?
Yes.
Yep, yeah, uh-huh.
And then
See,
she got-
that's the kind of thing I would expect from Nora. Like, no excuses. Like, go hard or go home. That like that kind of shit. Like, I would expect her to arm wrestle Yang. Like, oh yeah, you wanna prove that you're not a fucking wuss.
I'm wondering
Let's
how much of
go.
Yang's character arc they're inspired by Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. She has a rocket-powered fist.
We need a
Solid
scene of
5.
just Yang climbing up a ladder, a very
In the
long
deepest
ladder.
night, reaching out, reaching for a
Is Metal
fleeting
Gear Solid-
memory.
Is Phantom Pain the one where the guy has a bomb in his ass?
That's technically Metal Gear Solid 5 is split up between 2 games, Ground Zeroes and The Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes being the little,
Oh.
it's like an hour-long prequel, effectively.
The
that was
intro,
sold-
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that is the one with what is it? Pause, a character from the previous game. She has a bomb in her stomach, but then there was a secondary bomb placed either up her ass or up her vagina. And that's what killed her and just about everyone on the helicopter. It's never clarified where that bomb is, but it's in there.
2 bombs.
Yeah, because I don't know. We expected you to find the first one? What?
I mean, sure. Sure.
Oh, that's
but
actually
yeah,
a
I'm
really
out of
tragic
things.
storyline. Yeah, I'm out of things to say.
I'm out of things to say as well. Should we cap it off?
I think so. This episode was stilted and painful. I mean, at the very least, it wasn't boring. I was engrossed the entire time in how terrible it was.
What do you
So,
think, Tom?
Perfect Harbinger. Perfect Harbinger, you were right.
Oh,
Tom,
classic Tom.
You're a card.
Oh, what a
Aw,
guy.
Tom.
If only they could hear you.
If
No, what?
only
No, of course I'm not
someone
gonna
loved
edit you
you,
out. That
Tom.
would be so rude.
1 like equals 1 Tom. You can support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Tom.
Oh, yeah, one like equal 1 share equals 1 Tom.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Ah.
we'll end it.